quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance drums are calling, but no one heeds their call tonight. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true. As I walk through the streets of my old hometown, I hear sleigh bells ringing in the air. There are Christmas decorations all around. Tonight love and peace are everywhere. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long.
Hi! Okay, so I'm just popping on really quickly to tell you a couple of things. Number one, look at this cute little, what do you call this? A scrunchie. Look at the cute little scrunchie that my mom made me as a stocking stuffer that I got early. But look at it, it's so cute. This is just a faux yarn that she's crocheted, I think, to some elastic bands. Anyway, it's perfect. Perfect for me, and it's that thick band, so I have really thick hair, so it's perfect for that. Anyway, the dough for my sticky buns is currently rising, or supposed to be rising. I just put it there to set, and it should be a couple of hours before it's finished. So during that time, I am sitting here and I'm doing some sock surgeries. So the gingerbread dream socks that I said I'm making for my niece, or one of my nieces, I finished them last night. Let me just show you. So I finished this part last night. That is the beautiful toe, which actually turned out quite well, except for I gotta block out these weird wrinkles. So I did the toe, the foot is perfect, the heel is great. There's my little gingerbread man. And the sock looks beautiful. Like, it looks gorgeous. If you see here, it's just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful pattern, beautiful sock, super cute. But when I thought, okay, well, I better try them on to see if they fit me, because I think I mentioned this before, but I think my niece has about the same size foot as me. If not the same size, a little bit, a tiny bit bigger. So I'm just using my own foot, my own feet to measure, since my niece doesn't live here in Washington State. She lives in Las Vegas, so I don't have her here to measure her foot for me. So I'm using my own foot to measure it, and I tried to put it on last night and I could not get it on. I could not get it on. It was awful. I could not get it past this part right here. This, from like right here up, is just way too tight. Everything else is great. Everything else fits. Everything else stretches out really nicely. Even these little blue gumdrops stretch out really good. So I know I could get the rest of the sock on, but the top is just too tight, and I messed up with the color work. The color work looks good on the outside, but it's too tight on the inside, and these floats are just not stretchy enough. So Last night I had the idea of, instead of frogging the entire sock, which means that when I tried it on, I was like way over here. Okay, sorry, my video cut out. I'm having trouble with my I film on my iPhone and I'm having trouble with the storage space, so I apologize. Okay, so I was saying that I have to do sock surgery because the sock does not stretch enough at the top due to the color work that I just didn't make the floats. I didn't make the floats loose enough. Actually, they're quite loose. So I don't think it was like the fact that I didn't make them loose enough. See, they're quite loose. It's just that I tend to be tighter, a little bit tighter, which I think is normal. I tend to be tighter with the color work for some reason. So it just doesn't have enough stretch. It has stretch in the ribbing portion, the cuff, but it doesn't have any more stretch beneath that. So I have to fix that. So I decided that instead of ripping out the sock, that I would actually just rip out the top. So right where the candy cane stripe ends, right here, that's where the sock is stretchy enough and I can fit that, and that's okay. So I ripped out from the candy cane stripe all the way up. And I did the first one last night, and I'll show you. This is gonna hurt. It hurt my heart to see this, but here it is. I ripped it out for the other sock. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, what is this? Oh, so sad. So I've ripped it out. I know it hurts to see this. It's just, also it's a waste of yarn because I couldn't figure out, it wasn't frogging, and so I had to cut it, you guys. We're not gonna talk about it. It's gonna be fine. This is what it looks like right now. It's just literally on the double point needles, just waiting to be grafted together with the top once I finish the top. So I've got this sock, this is the second one, and the rest of it is finished, as you can see, and I just have to redo the top here, and then what I'm gonna do is graft it to these stitches here. I'm just gonna Kitchener stitch the whole sock around right there. So I decided to switch to a bigger needle. The needle that I was using was a US size 1 2.25 millimeter needle, and I have decided to use a what am I using now? I'm using a size 2 2.75 millimeter needle, which in theory might be a little bit too big, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with this sock, so it's fine if it's a little bit too big, and if it's fine if it has a little bit too much stretch in it. I'd rather it have more stretch than not enough. So that's the needle that I'm using. Last night I finished it up until this point. It didn't take me that long, and I only have, you know, a few more rows to go before I'm ready to graft it to this sock here. So I'm gonna finish the candy cane stripe. I finished these drops, and I'm gonna finish the candy cane stripe and then graft the candy cane stripe to the gingerbread sock like this. That is the plan. That is what I'm gonna do while I am waiting for my dough to rise. And then I'm gonna get going on the second one. I think what I'm gonna do to save time, since I only have just today to finish this sock, I really wanna get this blocked tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna graft it. I'm gonna finish it, graft it, then I'm going to knit up the other one, because knitting it up takes the longest time. So I'm gonna knit up the other one, and then I'll cut this one off. Or I'll try to frog it, but I don't think it's gonna frog, so I'll probably end up cutting it. So I'll do that once I have it finished. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get to work.
The snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas, when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy, but now this year is twice as special, 'cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention. Giving you a smile, I can't seem to look away. I might be crazy, but I think you feel it too. Like a vibration right between us with a beautiful tune. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland? Cold night, but I'm warm inside. Already said a little prayer that you will stick around. Is this year I'm really hoping for a kiss under the mistletoe? As hours pass by, all the stars shine much brighter. Or is it just your eyes that have lit something in me? I see you coming closer from across the room. My heart is pounding really fast, I don't know what to do. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland? Cold night, but warm inside. Already said a little prayer that you will stick around. Is this year I'm really hoping for a kiss under the mistletoe? Snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy. But now this year is twice as special, 'cause I'm hoping for that we'll fall in love in this winterland. Could we fall in love in this winterland? Wanna fall in love in this winter wonderland.
Hi guys. Okay, so I have finished both socks and I have them on my feet, which you saw. They are so cute. I just want to keep them for myself. I'm having gift knit withdrawals. Like, I made something and I want to keep it. OMG. But the sock surgery, it was sort of like makeshift socks. I'll just tell you, it was like makeshift sock surgery because last night when I finished the socks, or when I was almost finished the socks, I didn't get finished telling you guys this story, but I was basically like maybe 3 inches from the toe decrease before I put them on, or tried to put them on. And sorry about the shaky camera, they were not going on. Like I was trying to say, they were not going on. And I swear I wanted to cry. I was like, this is just awful. It's awful when, it's just awful when it doesn't work out. It's like really sad. And so I said to my mom, I was like, how do I fix this? And she was like, you have to frog it back. And I was like, I cannot have done the heel turn, the gusset, the duplicate stitch on the heel. I could not have done all of that. I am not frogging that. No way. Like, not happening. And then, so I decided that I would just go ahead and finish the toe. So that's what I did. I finished the toe. And as I was finishing the toe, I came up with this idea to perform sock surgery on the socks. So I thought, okay, well, this will be an experiment because obviously I've never done that before. This is only the, this is only the 3rd pair of socks that I've ever knitted. So I was like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, but actually it did work, and it showed up perfectly. It showed up perfectly. I can fit this right over my entire foot. It is stretchy enough. It is perfect amount of stretch, actually. I didn't have to frog the rest of the sock, and it just simply worked out, and I'm so happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm filming a video tomorrow that'll be my next podcast of the Worsted Witch podcast, and I will have all of the gift knits that I have completed to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video out and end this day. Thank you so much for watching if you've got this far. I hope you've enjoyed my day of sticky bun making and sock surgery. So I wish you all a wonderful evening and a wonderful week coming up, and a happy holiday season. So I will see you in the next Vlogmas video. I think it will be my trip. It will be my holiday trip, and I'll let you guys know where I'm headed off to. Okay, so have a wonderful night.